Oh man. So we ended our previous Kerbal Space Program stream where I had gotten into orbit for a second time, trying to prepare ourselves to burn to get to the moon. But I don't know if I have enough fuel to do it. A new player, always nice to see. What's up, B Mod? How are you doing? Yes, I am new. This will be the second time I played Kerbal Space Program ever. Uh, That's also the second time I played it on stream. So I'm trying to do a moon flyby as my goal today. Well, it's my first goal. After I do that, I might try to do more complicated stuff. Okay. Okay. Let's see. Where are my loaded games? Resume saved. Space Rand. Let's see. Would you like a more step-by-step walkthrough of your last rocket? It was not. It was fine, just not tweaked right. Not yet. Let me see here. Because I had loaded. I think Rand 1 was my latest loaded thing here, where I had gotten into space. Maybe you're probably talking about this rocket right here, because this was the one that I've gotten into space, and I was trying to plan a burn to get me to the moon, and it looked like we just are just slightly low on fuel. Um, I'm trying to see if how much fuel I have will be enough to get me to the moon, but I'm thinking probably not. I can see the moon. I can see it. If only if I get to it. Because I think the thing that I need to learn now is how to do this whole uh, the thing where you create a waypoint or whatever, and um, or whatever this is called. This thing called a. It's like planning a. What is this called? Planning a. It's called a. What is it called? A maneuver? Is it called maneuvers? Is that what these are? I didn't do a tutorial on these maneuvers, so that might be why I don't quite understand everything I need about to do about this. That might be the first thing I need to do. If there's a tutorial on maneuvers, I might need to learn about that. Because I don't know exactly what all these symbols are. Text maneuver editor, graphical maneuver editor. I maybe should do the tutorial on maneuvers. Because I don't know what exactly all these things are. All these different things are here. Hey, what's up, Asterian? Playing one of your favorite games? Nice. Because it looks like I'm close to being able to do a burn that does a moon flyby. Uh, like, it feels like we're close to being able to do that. But we're just like, I think if this little red thing here means I don't quite have enough fuel to do it. Green makes orbit go up and down. Okay. Oh, whoa, holy crap. I could do less of a burn here. And, oh, here we go, here we go. Purple changes how far off inclination is. Blue rotates. Inclination. Inclination's like how far your orbit is tilted or something, right? Yeah, I think that's like a tilted thing. Don't touch blue until you're doing three body. I don't know what three body is. Is that where you're trying to go from one place to another or something? From one planet to another? Because if I do this, let's see here. No, that's not what I'm trying to do. I want to do, hold on. To move this, come on. I want to move you can move where this is on the orb right here. we did something like this and just got close enough to the moon for it to be a flyby. No. I think slingshot past the moon. Okay, so don't touch blue until I'm doing a slingshot. Gotcha. Okay, so I shouldn't touch this one. So it's only the green one I should be messing with. So that right there looks like that might be a flyby. Problem is, I don't know if I have enough. If I do this, if I burn this much, I feel like I might get the moon flyby, which we have a... I don't know if moon flyby means I need to be going out past it or just get close enough to it. But I might try this and then hope I can get the credit for the moon flyby and then see if I can get home. Because I'm not sure if if I do this burn, if I'm going to have enough fuel to come back to it. But I can give it a try here. Flyby means moon has shown up in that view. So this should count, is what it looks like you're saying. Okay, I'm gonna get to where the burn is gonna be in about a couple minutes, and then we're gonna prepare for it. And if you guys can help me remember, what target do I need to be at for this burn? What do I need to point at for this burn? It's like the... Is it this yellow that I need to? So the prograde, I think I need to burn at prograde, right? It's the dark blue. So I want to burn for 49 seconds. Get rid of this. How do I get rid of that? Okay, turn that off. It will align with prograde though. Okay, so this holy crap. Okay, T prograde. So the dark blue will align with prograde in 4 minutes and 15 seconds. Okay. Okay. I have a feeling this burn time is gonna get me like almost to no fuel. So I might do the flyby and then not be able to get back home is what my worry is, but if we get the flyby, maybe we can figure that out later. I don't know. Dark blue is the burn you set up. Any deviation from prograde would be less efficient. Okay. Dark blue is a maneuver, and as you only pulled on the prograde marker, they are mostly identical. Okay, so this blue is going to align with the prograde. So let's get down to about a minute. And I'm going to let the SAS align us with the prograde here. And then I'm going to burn, which is, is it Z? Hold on a sec. Let me, it's been a while. Let me remind myself of the letters, or the... Where are, I think it's Z and X for full throttle. Okay, all right. We're going to see if this gets us a moon flyby. We're going to, hopefully, be able to use our, get some readings from near the moon and get a bunch of research. I'm going to line up with the moon here. 20 seconds on our burn. Okay. And then after we do this, Interficiabo, if you want to give me some tips on what I can do to improve my rocket, I would be cool with that. All right, SAS, you do your thing. Keeping this prograde. I'm just going to turn on the burn now. And I think it's X to turn it off. Okay. All right, 32. So in 30 seconds, we turn it off. And hope we have some fuel left to get back home. We're not going to have much fuel left, that's for sure. 16, 15. The blue is not lining up, so I don't know if I'm doing this wrong. I maybe should have done a quick save before. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Off. So this build would have got you there just fine, but you didn't drop your boosters after using them. I didn't drop my boosters when I used them. I thought I dropped them as soon as they were done, but maybe not. So the blue is my orbit, right? So did I not get far enough? I feel like we didn't get far enough out there. I didn't drop until space, so I should have dropped them earlier. Okay, gotcha. Well, maybe I try to revert this. I think I can revert this flight. No, I can't. So it looks like this is not going to work. I don't know if it's because we didn't stay with the blue. Because I burned at prograde, but it looks like I didn't get as far as I could have. I almost, you know what? I feel like I might need to do the tutorial for maneuvers. Let me actually quit to main menu real quick here. That burn didn't do what I wanted to do anyway. Let me see if there's a training for maneuvers. Is that a UI mod or did they decide to change an update? I don't know. It's kind of the reason you were not firing directly at blue, but that's not a problem. Let me see. Flights outside of Kerbin sphere of influence at the most basic level, flying to the moon. Just adjust your burn a bit now. I didn't have any fuel left. Did you mean I needed to adjust the burn that I just did? I'm gonna try this tutorial, this to the moon tutorial, because I feel like I'm not doing the maneuvers correctly. So let me see if it'll tell me what I'm doing wrong here. Flight in and around Kerbin's local system. Spy from that famous work of Jews. Okay. First lesson will be starting from low Kerbin orbit, traveling to the moon, ending in low lunar orbit. I'm going to assume you've completed the flight tutorials as well as orbiting. I think I'm pretty good on that. I did it nearly right. Okay. Important part of flights between celestial objects is a transfer orbit, which basically means an orbit used to change between two orbits. In our case, the periapsis of our orbit will be near to Kerbin, and the apoapsis will be extend to just beyond the moon's orbit. Interplanetary trajectories are much the same, but on a much larger scale. Press the M to go to map view. To form a successful transfer, you'll need to arrange for your ship and the target to arrive at the same place at the same time. If you really know what you're doing, you can calculate your own transfer orbit on the fly. However, it's much easier to use maneuver nodes, so let's do that now. That's what I want to learn, maneuver nodes. Click anywhere on your orbit, then click Add Maneuver. Okay. Maneuver nodes let you plan orbital maneuvers ahead of time, and most importantly, you can do so without wasting precious propellant. As you can see, maneuver nodes have 6 handles. The green ones are prograde and retrograde. The purple ones normal and anti-normal. The blue ones are radial in and radial out. I'm not going to go into detail about these right now. Because these are the same vectors on the nav ball you saw in the Orbital 101 tutorial. I didn't do that one, though. Remember, the prograde and retrograde help you grow or shrink your orbit, and normal and anti-normal help you tilt it. Okay. So this grows my orbit. This tilts my orbit. Got it. Click and drag the different handles to see how a burn made in that direction would affect the resultant orbit. In our particular case, we want to bring the apoapsis up just enough to intercept the moon's orbit at a point around 45 degrees ahead of moon's current position. 45 degrees, so that would be like here, I think. If your trajectory is correct, the orbit line will shift colors when it gets close to the moon. This indicates the point where your ship will transition from the influence of Kerbin's gravity to that of the moon. The region in which the pull from that body's gravity is strongest is its sphere of influence. Okay. Maneuver resulting burn is never 100% the same as a maneuver is calculated with an instantaneous velocity change in no time, but a burn takes time, which changes the weight of the rocket, and thus thrust to weight changes and all that stuff. Okay, sure. So it's not going to be exact because when you burn fuel, it won't be exact. I got you. Let's get to it then. With the handles showing, you might need to click the node to make them appear. Pull the prograde handle until your post-maneuver orbit reaches as high as that of the moon, but going that high is not enough to achieve an actual encounter. As I said before, timing also matters. you may need to move the node itself until you get an intercept. You can do this by clicking on the inner circle. Okay, this is similar to what I did before. Okay. So we do this, and we prograde is that this one? No, that's not right. Oh, I'm doing the blue ones. That's not what I want to do. Crap. Undo that. Get that back in line. Okay, so prograde is, I think it's this one. Is it the one with the X? Nope, I think that's retrograde. Green plus. Okay, so that's this one. Okay, so we're doing, so I was pretty close to what we were doing, so we want to do something like that. And then we want to line it up with the moon coming by. Whoops. So we got to find where the moon intersects. It should be somewhere over here, I think. Or somewhere. There we go. Okay. To delete a note, right-click the maneuver. Okay. And we want to go... So we're trying to get into moon's orbit, I think, is what we're trying to do. So I want to go a little bit... Oh, let me get it lined up just right here. Something like this, I believe. Okay, all right. There we go. You've planned a transmuter injection maneuver. Your post-maneuver orbit will enter the moon's sphere of influence. So this is just us getting into the sphere of influence. This doesn't actually put us in orbit yet, it doesn't look like. There are a few things to notice now. So bring up your nav ball. Find a few indicators and displays that weren't there before you added the maneuver node. Is that... Bring up my nav ball. It is up. I'm looking at my nav ball. Is this what they're talking about? We saw these during Go for Orbit tutorial, if you remember, but allow me to refresh your memory. The bar on the right is a graphical depiction of the velocity change. That's this guy, I think. Required to perform the berm you plotted. Below that, you'll also see the approximate time necessary to make the maneuver and deplete that graphical display of the burn. When the shadow moon pops up, you can see how close you'll get to it. In most cases, closer is better. So, where's the shadow moon? Is that... Okay, so I'm getting really close to it. Because I can see the moon is like... We're almost like running into it there. A new timer also counts down to the moment your ship will reach the maneuver node. We can speed up time to get to the burn position faster by clicking any point in the orbit beyond. If for some reason your maneuver node gets messed up, or you delete it, just replot a new one since it's only a planned simulation. You haven't lost anything. Okay, so I need to start my burn in 6 minutes. This is basically what I just did, but hopefully we'll do it correctly here. You should have a triangle that gives you the distance if you hover over it. A triangle where? Are you talking about on here? On this guy? Oh wow, this rocket looks way cooler than mine. He's got way more fuel too. Getting close to maneuver time. There's one final step to take before performing the burn. You need to point your vessel, represented by the blue cross. Okay. Once oriented, you can worry about the burn. Here's an expert tip. Look at the burn time estimate. Have it, and start your burn. Oh, I missed the... God damn it. I wish there was a frickin' pause. Getting close to maneuver time. There's one final step to take. I hate how they do this shit, where they're like, okay, I'm going to explain a bunch of stuff to you. By the way, you have to start your burn soon. That's so dumb. I'm going to have to like go back around and do it again. So I can just let this run now. I can still do the burn now. I'm fine. Okay. Well, let's try it. I just didn't get to read everything. Okay. Go. Burn. I'm hitting space. Why can't I burn? I don't understand why I can't burn. Do I have to click those? It won't let me do the burn. Fuel up. Damn it. There it is, Z. I was hitting space, the wrong thing. I was hitting the wrong button. I was trying to do... It wouldn't let me separate. Okay, so if I don't get it exactly timed right, it's not that big a deal. I feel like that might be a big deal. I started like 30 seconds late or something. How is this like using no fuel? They must have way better rockets than the ones I was using. Okay, 27 more seconds. I think the rockets I had, or maybe the amount of fuel I had, was too low. Left of the nav ball, you've got a circle with the symbol of the node. Is it this one? Maneuver? Ah, thank you. I didn't have that on my thing because I don't think I've done that upgrade yet. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Off. Okay. There. Okay, good work. But you may have noticed your actual orbit is not exactly the one you had planned. I did notice that. It's because real burns are never instantaneous. However, close enough is good enough. As long as the trajectory markers are showing that we got a moon encounter. That's definitely better than mine was in the non-tutorial. If you're not quite satisfied with the lunar intercept, you can still fine-tune it a bit by making small burns in various directions, but be careful not to overdo it. A counter burn can undo a goof. Still don't want to be wasting fuel. Now, we'll wait for you to be sucked up by the moon's gravity, but since that can take around 6 hours, you'll probably want to use the warp pier trick like we used before, plain old time warp. So I could do a warp. I want to do like a warp here. Warp to next maneuver. What was that? Or, no, a warp. Where's warp here? How do you do the warp here? Did I, You can clearly see the purple triangle now. Purple triangle. What's the purple triangle? Okay, how do I do a warp here? I know there's a way to do that. So I just have to add maneuver and then... how do you do a warp here? Can I do a search? Space travel. Orbital maneuvers. Where's warp here? Click on your trajectory. I am. And there's a warp to next maneuver and there's an add maneuver. I don't see a warp here. I was clicking on the maneuver trajectory. Isn't the blue my warp? I'm clicking on the blue. That's my trajectory, right? Is it the yellow? It's not the yellow. It's the purple? It's not the purple. I'm clicking on the blue and it's delete the maneuver. This maneuver, I need to delete this one. Okay. Warp here. There we go. Thank you. Okay. Uh-oh. All right. Okay. Here we go. So now we're coming up on the moon, it looks like. Cool. I actually can see the moon here. So now what do I do? Let's speed up time a little bit here. This is crazy. Sucked up by the moon's gravity. Yeah, apparently if you have a maneuver still on there, you can't do a warp here thing. Sucked up very aggressively. Wow, we moved so slow out here. Although I guess we're moving fast, but it just feels slow because you're waiting for this giant thing in orbit here. Here we go. Am I going to go in front of the moon? Did I mess this up? I see the moon. I feel like we might crash into the thing. Or maybe we're going to go past it. feel like we're going past it. I am going to hit it right now. My trajectory is to like I guess it's gonna pull us into it or something. Oh, here we go. You're now in the moon's sphere of influence, and moon's is the only gravity affecting the motion of your ship, but you're on an escape trajectory relative to the moon, which means that you are moving too quickly to orbit the moon. If we don't do anything, you'd whiz on past it and escape. You'll need to slow below escape velocity, burn retrograde, at periapsis in order to be captured and insert into lunar orbit. Remember the Orbit 101 tutorial. It's best to change your apoapsis at periapsis, and capture is effectively changing your apoapsis from something far beyond Moon's sphere of influence to a height that never leaves Moon's sphere of influence to perform the maneuver at periapsis. See, this is the kind of stuff that this game is just insane. It's like just the words that are used are mind-boggling. If your periapsis is hiding under the Moon's surface, that means you will crash unless you do something. You can fix this by creating a maneuver about halfway to the moon and adjust either of the blue handles to shift the periapsis to the altitude that you want it to be. Okay. Be using a maneuver node again to perform the capture burn and insert into lunar orbit. Add a node at periapsis. Once you've started to execute your capture burn, velocity is a bit lower than escape. We'll proceed. Okay, so I need to capture burn, add a node at periapsis. Okay, so that's periapsis. Add maneuver. Oh, so like that. That looks like that. Let's see. Is this what I want to do? You're late again. What's up, David the Penguin? Something like this where I get... into orbit of the moon. So I think this works. Right? So, and I want to burn... So it's giving me the blue... So I'm going to want to burn at this thing. Burn at the blue maneuver line here, I think. Hello, hello. Oh, here. We'll just do this. You can also use a scroll wheel on the nodes to make gentler changes, if I remember correctly. Oh, let's see if that works. Oh, you're right. Very cool. And if I like hover over this, okay, that's cool. Very nice. Thank you, TSG Aerospace, like that. Okay, so we just need to do the burn in 1 hour, 8 minutes. So speed up time. I guess there's probably a warp to maneuver button too, isn't there? Let me see if I can do that. Warp to next maneuver. And it gives you like... I wonder how close it gets you there before it stops the warp. 3, 2, 1. Okay, gets you to a warp until you're at 1 minute. Okay. Oh, this is cool. All right. So we want to do a burn for 25 seconds. Yeah, I'm definitely going to have to use a different rocket than the one I'm currently using in my playthrough because I don't have nearly enough fuel to do all these maneuvers. Okay. All right, 30 seconds. Hey, what's up, Jojo? How are you doing? This rocket looks way better than mine. I feel like he's got better pieces than I do too. Although, I think I just need to do a better rocket design for getting us to the moon. Hey, what's up, Bearded Midgets? How are you doing, my friend? All right, start the burn. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, burn. I wouldn't burn that much. You're going to be landing on the dark side. I'm not landing. I'm just getting into orbit. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Off. Okay. Now you're not on an escape trajectory. Try to get yourself into a reasonably circular orbit at least 200,000 meters. Remember, you can use another maneuver node if your perhaps is also higher than 200,000. You'll need to lower. Okay. Oh, so my orbit's not close enough. It sounds like. So I'm supposed to get into a closer orbit. I should circularize. Okay. So I'm in orbit. How do you circularize? Let's get rid of this maneuver. You want to do that at the periapsis, I think, right? If I had a maneuver here, so I shouldn't have burned that much fuel, is what you're saying? Something like this is what I want to do, it looks like, right? And I can see this. Use another maneuver if you're also, okay. Below 200,000 meters, so a little bit lower. Crap, that's not working. I need to, whoops. Here, can we delete this node? Okay, let me do this again. Add maneuver. So there, that should work, I think. That is circularizes our orbit. I want to circularize it while doing as short a burn time as possible within 200,000 periapsis. So that should work right there, I think. So let's do that. And let's warp to, whoops. I want to do that. Can we warp to next maneuver? There we go. When the AP and PE do that little flip, it's circular. Okay. Okay. Cool. Okay. So let's get on the maneuver here. Again, we're out of fuel. This freaks me out when you're like, when we're out by the moon and we're out of fuel or this low on fuel. It's like, how are you going to get back home? Holy crap, we are right next to the moon. This is crazy. I guess it doesn't matter here because it's simulation, but I've got another stage. Oh, does this one have another stage? I guess you're right. No, I'm on training. I'm just training right now. Oh, I do have another stage here. And I think that's the other reason why I'm having trouble in my game. I think I need to be able to add more parts. I need to do an upgrade to my rocket planning thing so I can add more pieces. Takes a lot less DV to get home. Okay, well that's good to know. 3, 2, 1, burn. 3, 2, 1, off. Did we do it? A little bit more. There it is. I think we did it. We have now circularized our orbit. Let me get rid of this maneuver. Finally get an idea how these maneuvers work. Try to get yourself in a reasonably circular orbit below at least 200,000 meters. Remember, you can use another maneuver. So, am I still not there? Do I need my apoapsis to be below 200,000 as well? Do I need to do another burn to get this below what it's trying to tell me to do? If I add another maneuver so I can make it even smaller. There, that would do it. That would do it right there. It's like a 0.8 second burn time. Let's do that. Okay. Warp to next maneuver. You can also limit your engines for smaller burns by right-clicking on them and sliding. Yeah, that's true. I think I learned that in one of the other tutorials, and I just haven't used it. This is so cool. I'm by the frickin' moon, man. There's an option. Rebel flagship inbound. What's up? Has it been seen? All right, so we're gonna burn for like 0.8 seconds, and that'll get us into the altitude we're looking for. Speed this up a little bit. 4, 3, 2, 1. There it is. Good work. You're now in a stable, circular orbit around the moon with a ship fully capable of landing. Capable of landing anyway after you decouple the transfer stage so it's not in the way. Okay. Alright, so that's maneuver nodes getting me into orbit and stuff. That's kind of what I needed to learn right there. Hope I got some sleep. Johnny Otano, for sure. Shifting control instead of going full throttle. Oh, that's true. So I could do this instead of going full throttle. You're right. I forgot about that. Okay. That finishes this tutorial. Do I want to do the moon landing now? I might eventually want to do that. I might as well. Let me do the training for it, and then we got to go back to my normal game, and then we got to actually be able to even get to lunar orbit. So let me do this part where we land on the moon, and then we'll go back to our normal game, back to what we were doing. So, all right, going to land the vessel on the moon. You brought this vessel to low lunar orbit. Between the tutorials, transfer stage was decoupled. Okay, so they just decoupled the stage that got us here. The flight plan to get the surface safely will be as follows. Execute a maneuver at low throttle, warp to the new periapsis, burn retrograde at medium throttle, reducing speed and altitude until you are only 1.5 kilometers above the surface. Descend at a measured pace, land softly on the moon's surface. You'll notice that I've set up a maneuver node for you. This will be your descent orbit insertion burn. It's a burn that will insert you into a descent orbit that almost but not quite touches the moon's surface. Okay. Go to the map view, warp to maneuver. Okay. It's time to hit 0, then execute the burn, went down, remove the node. Do this at low throttle so you have better control. Okay. So we want to do this at low throttle like you were just talking about, actually. So we want to do a warp to maneuver. Warp to the next maneuver. Okay. And we want to do the burn towards the maneuver here. Okay. And we're only burning for 1 second to get into a descent orbit. So he's made a maneuver that makes it so that we get very softly into the surface is what it's looking like this maneuver is doing. So, okay. All right, so we're going to use control and shift here so we do the burn. Oh, crap. Okay, that's fine. Shift. Seven, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Let's just soften it down here. Did we do it? Okay, I think that will work. So that looks like that should work. And then we delete the maneuver, I think it said. So delete the maneuver. Delete the maneuver. There we go. Make sure your periapsis is now set at 6 kilometers. It's 5 kilometers. If it's not, adjust as I've taught you by making very fine burns. Be careful, throttle up very slightly so as not to overdo things. So to make the periapsis, to make this higher, I think I need to burn at retrograde to do that. Let me see here. Let me do small shifts to see what this does. Nope, that's wrong. So I need to go at prograde, I think. Yeah, okay. So I need to burn at prograde to get at 6 kilometers here. There we go. Now we're going to warp this new low periapsis. Click next when ready. Okay. Prograde speeds you up. Retrograde slows you down. Yeah, periapsis and apoapsis, knowing which is the thing I need to do for speeding up and slowing down still blows my mind. Thing about maneuver nodes, they're a handy tool. They're only ever a prediction. Your burn is never going to go match exactly because... so that means two things. It's not worth spending a huge amount of time fine-tuning. As you've almost done with the burn, you need to pay attention to your actual orbit and map mode instead of trying to match the node perfectly. Okay. Okay, so Hang tight and get ready to deploy your landing gear and start your braking run. You'll be burning at 1/3 throttle. This is because you want to come in gently and not kill your velocity too soon. If you kill all your speed now, you'll just start falling and pick up more speed again, which you'll have to burn more fuel to recancel out. By the way, this path is a reverse gravity turn, similar to the one we flew on an ascent. Go for the orbit tutorial, except you know reverse. I never did the go for orbit tutorial. That might be something I have to do at some point. Able to target indicator to assist like we did in the go for orbit tutorial. Follow it during the braking turn. If your descent speed gets too high, we'll move to the next step early. Start your burn before the node. Okay. Has the enhanced burn indicator on, says exactly when to burn. Half the burn time before the node. Okay. Okay, so I don't know how to deploy my landing gear. I don't know that they've ever taught me how to deploy my landing gear. See the marker on the throttle gauge. Marker on the throttle gauge. It's up by your height. Press G for gear. Thank you. You think it mentioned it later? Okay. Okay, well, we're getting close here. You'll be burning at 1/3 throttle. Okay, we're getting close now. Hit G to deploy your landing gear. Great. Then throttle to 1/3 and start burning at the target marker. So 1/3. There. Target mode to point yourself at the target if you need help. Okay, so we're... Okay. Don't let your vertical speed pass 100 meters a second. Minus 100 meters a second. Also, don't let it go positive or you'll be wasting fuel by climbing. Once you reach only 1.5 kilometers up, we'll move on. Don't forget that the altimeter up top shows altitude above sea level, not the terrain under you. Wrong way? Am I going the wrong way? They did this automatically. Am I going the wrong way? Hold on a second. I'm going up. Y is the anti-target. Okay. So I was going the exact wrong direction. Great. Okay. Well, let's try to fix this. You're speeding up, Barry. Okay. All right. Let's hope we can fix it by doing this. Okay. Yeah, it's no big deal since we have plenty of fuel on this simulation. Okay. Don't let your vertical speed pass negative 100 m a second. Is that this? So I need to turn this off before we get negative 100 per second, I guess. Name as well as symbols by hovering over the buttons left of the nav ball. Okay. Okay. Also, don't let it ever go positive. Vertical speed is the circular gauge at the top of the screen. Oh, this. So am I going too slow now? Oh, don't ever let it pass this. Okay. Don't ever go positive. I don't know what that means. 1.5 kilometers up. I am climbing. Why am I climbing? Anya 19, thank you for the follow.
Thank you for following.
You're climbing because you are fighting your momentum. Okay. Do I want to keep burning? Just keep burning retrograde? Okay. .5 kilometers up. Where am I looking for that? Is that going to be here? Bottom left, you are 10 seconds to at which point you start falling. Oh, I don't want to hit negative 100, it says. Okay, now we're going down. Okay. Feel like I might want to cut it. Let me cut this here. Click the blue squigglies on the altimeter to change the distance above terrain. Blue squigglies on the altimeter. I don't know what that is. Yeah, I stopped the burn. 1.5 kilometers up. My speed's getting slower, and I need it not to get too much slower. Don't let it ever go positive, or you'll be wasting fuel by climbing instead of descending. Deploy up dog at 3. I don't know what that is. Okay. Well, we are descending.
Thank you for the follow. Thank you for
How do I do? I want the target. Where's the target thingy? Thank you for the follow, tree hugger. Which symbol is this symbol? There. I feel like we're gonna come in hard. Almost there. Now you're going to carefully lower your... Oh, crap. Ah, Jesus Christ. I hit space when I wanted to fucking pause the goddamn game. Guess what? Space in FTL is pause. You want to know why I hit space? I hit pause. Now you're going to carefully lower your velocity down to 0 as you descend. Keep the descent rate equal to your height divided by 10. Okay, great. That's super complex. I sure wish I could go back to where I just was. All right, well, I guess we got to watch ourselves die because I hit spacebar. Let's see what happens. Let's see what happens. What does this button do? Well, apparently that's how you kill yourself. I hit the kill myself button. Jump out. Yeah, I don't know how to do that. Oh, shucks. Something went wrong. What could it possibly be? All right. You can jetpack and go EVA? Okay. I got the gist of it. I'm not ready to land on the moon in my regular game. I want to go back to my normal game now. So, get out the chopper. Let's go back to a real game. That was just a training. We have a good feel for it. Now, my current ship is like out in space, right? Let me see. Where's the tracking station? Is there currently a thing out here? There is. So this is my to the moon thing that's not actually... Oh. That's not actually going to get to the moon because I don't have enough fuel. What I think I want to do is just get enough... I just need to go home now. Get this ship back. If I even can, because I don't think with where I currently am, I have enough fuel to even get back home. What is this purple line? That's some really bad trajectory. So I don't think I can get this ship back home. Let me load my other save before I did that big burn. Okay. So I think what I want to do is just get this these guys back home. Maybe just see if I can get any more research so I can upgrade. I need to upgrade my I need to upgrade my thing to be able to make more I need to upgrade my shipbuilding stuff is what I need to do. Crew report. Okay. Crew report. Okay, I get no science from that. Looks like you have created a rescue mission. What games did this guy play, Anya? I play mainly FTL and some other random games, and they are billions lately. Okay. This guy... Hey, wait. Why do I only have one guy? I should have 2 people in here. There should be a guy in here. The hell? I didn't lose a dude, did I? There should be a scientist guy in here. Okay. Well, I'm gonna just try to get myself back home, which is when I'm at periapsis. I want to burn retrograde until I get an orbit back into whatever some number. Okay, let's burn. Let's warp to here. Do I want to burn? I want to burn an apoapsis. Call me Alan. All right. I won't remember that because your name is Anya in chat. I'm not going to remember to call you Alan. Okay. I had to. Did I have to? What happened to my other guy? Did I lose? How did I lose him? Game always messes up crew if you load the craft again. Does that mean I lose that crew? That would kind of suck. Okay, so let's warp to here actually. So it's the game screwing up, not me actually losing my crew, it sounds like. Okay. All right, so I want to make it so that I want to burn retrograde at apoapsis until my periapsis is, what is this, like 30 kilometers, I think? Something like that. I need to remove this maneuver. How do I remove a maneuver? Close it. Basically have to adjust crew before every launch. It's probably at home. Worst case, he will wander back in after a while. Even death can't keep a good Kerbal down. Well, that's good to know. Probably reverted to vehicle assembly, and then the guy jumped out before you launched. Okay. I want less than 30 kilometers. No less than 30 kilometers. Okay. Will that mean you go back in too fast? Is that what that is? Okay, so let's do this. No less than 30 kilometers, I guess. So I want as close to 30 kilometers as possible. I think, to get a smooth entry. So, like, that should be good. Or to get a safe entry. Okay. All right. 50K is when you start to really get aerodynamic effects, so you have to be below that. Okay. Okay, so I should be good to get back in. So now I want to just warp time. And I want to get rid of this stage. I can get rid of this stage now, I think, right? Let me do a quick save. Let me speed up time here. 50 kilometers, you barely slow down. 4 kilometers is pretty safe, but may not slow you down enough if you're coming in fast. We'll end the daylight, so we'll have a clear view. All right. You generally aim for 40. The reason you have been exploding is because you were lower. Generally no harm in waiting. So you think I should... You aim for 40? Can I get closer to 40 if I just burn a little bit here? I do have a heat shield. This is the first time I've actually had a heat... Oh, crap. That is not... That was way too much. Because I just... Okay. All right, let's adjust this a bit. See, I didn't know the optimal periapsis level for re-entry. I don't actually know. I'll go up 40 here. And we should still be fine, hopefully. Okay, so let's speed up time. I haven't moved it to the capsule. Let me do that. Don't you have to have a science crew to do that, though? Can he do this? Let me see if he can do this. Anyone can move data? How do I do that? EVA report. Hey, there's some science. Nice. Transfer to the other pod. Okay. Okay. So board. How do I transfer to other pod? Transfer crew. Transfer to here. Did that work? There. Okay, now he's closer. Oh crap, now we're spinning. Why are we spinning? Because there's no pilot, I guess. Can I recover this? Collect data. Remove data. There we go. Now board. Okay. So now, transfer crew. Transfer to this one. Okay, I think we're good. We're spinning. Why are we spinning? Because I didn't have a pilot, I guess. Spinning is okay. Okay. So now I should be able to close these doors. If you ever harm them, retract your antennae and solar panels before you dip into the atmosphere. They rip off super easy. If your pilot gets off, SAS turns off. I didn't know. So, there's my heat shield. Can I collect data again? Looks like I can't delete. Can you only collect data once with this thing? Okay, have you already done a crew report? You have. Okay. All right, so I can separate now. It looks like we're at 38. Okay, all right. I'm gonna quick save again. I'm going to Does it matter which direction you're turned when you separate? Like, I don't want to run into my own thing. So if I like do this, I can still turn. Okay. Okay. Once, unless you reset with scientist. Ah, okay. That's why I was able to reset before, because I'm supposed to have a scientist in this thing, but the crew stuff screwed up. So, all right, let's speed this up now. You can only run the mystery goo and Science Junior once. Well, and that's why I have 2 crew capsules, because I had a scientist in here, but it didn't keep the scientist. Usually the thing you're decoupling won't slow down in atmospheres, but your ship's direction doesn't matter. Okay. Now, this is the first time I've used a heat shield. I'm hoping everything survives this time. Of course, I don't have anything on the outside like my other runs have. I always had stuff on the outside like the I've usually had a bunch of other stuff on the outside. Last tip for entry: click the nav ball where it says orbit. So I should make it surface here. Your parachute looks underpowered. Should be fine. I should be able to hit space at any point, and because of the whole, I'm gonna quick save and I'm gonna hit space. Now it'll deploy at the right time, I believe. So here we go. We're gonna check re-entry here. Hopefully we'll get these guys back in, and we'll have a little extra science. And what I'm hoping is I need to make enough money to upgrade my shipbuilding thing is what I need to do. So I can get more pieces to get to the moon, I feel like. Generally want roughly one shoot per ton of mass. I don't know what my mass is. My mass might, because I have the double thing, I don't know if my shoot's going to be enough. Wow, I might actually land on land for the first time. See if we survive. But I have a heat shield, so hopefully... Well, I guess the question's going to be if we slow down enough with my one shoot. Command pod is like 0.8. So 2 of these plus the science thing, it means we're well over 1 ton, huh? Yeah, he's in the higher pod. I did. You get extra money for landing near KSP, really? Where actually is KSP? He's happy. I love the faces, the Kerbals. This is great. Really, I'd be freaking out about now, sir. Worrying about my mass to parachute ratio. I'll probably lose a Science Junior, you think? Jeb's a badass. He doesn't care. Jeb doesn't care. It's in Florida. Do I even see Florida? Is this like... Do I recognize these continents? I don't know if I see North America. Okay. There, I see it. Okay, that's right. It's actually on the map. Okay, great. Bob looks terrified if he's alone. So I should try to land. My next time I re-enter, I should see if I can make it so we land near Kerbal Space Program. Kerbals all have 2 stats, stupidity and courage. All I see is fire out the window. You're crazy, Jeb. How do I get out of this mode? How do I get out of this view? Map. V. Okay, V. So addicted to this game. What's up, Xander Payne? Optional trait of badass. They're not referenced, though. Okay. Okay, man. Money for recovery doesn't really matter that much. It's sometimes fun to try to land near KSC, but you never bother. Well, hey, I need as much money as I can get if I want to upgrade my shipbuilding center, whatever that's called. It's not the R&D. All right. It'd be cool if I land on land, and if I survive, would be cool. The heat shield looks like it's protecting everything, although I don't know if the heat shield would be protecting if I had stuff along the outside like I've been having previously. Get more money closer to the land of the pad. Yeah, that's what they were saying. Can I spin? I could spin if I wanted to. Is there a way to see how much power you have for maneuvers? Apparently there's a battery for it, but I don't actually know where there's a meter for that thing. Setting the nav ball to surface mode to make sure you stay aligned perfectly. Ah, okay. Okay, gotcha. Second button in the top right. What, this one here? Or this one? Yeah, we're just letting our SAS do its thing. What's our speed? This looks similar to what our speed was when we were landing on the moon, actually. Orange gas tank shows all resources. Oh, electric charge. Nice. Okay, cool. Okay, that's cool. See the surface speed at the top of the nav ball. Okay, so this is our surface speed. Well, I guess we're going to find out if the Science Junior survives. We're landing on land. Where are we? In, like, I don't know, Africa or something? We're actually not far from the pole. Arctic or Antarctic, it looks like. Right-click, jettisoned heat shield. Serves as a cushion. I'll try it. Looks like it's stuck on there. I don't know if that worked. Hey, there. Oh, it exploded. Okay. Reduces my mass. But it exploded it. Oh! Let me... Hold on a sec. I just quick saved it. I'm going to try see if it's better keeping the heat shield on. Okay, that was worse. That was worse. Yeah, I don't have surface samples. I think I can... I don't know if that was because quick loading made our speed be higher or something. Always jettison. It's heavy. Okay, well let me quick load that again then, because the first one was definitely better. Jettison heat shield. Okay, we bounced. That still didn't look as good as the first time, but okay. I'm thinking quick load is having an effect on our speed actually. So, but it's fine. We lived. Even if we had both of our crew, we would have lived. And I think if I EVA, I don't think I can get a new report here, right? EVA report. Oh, I can. But I don't have any surface samples because I don't think that's something I could do yet. So we're alive. Board. Recover vessel. And we got some science. But we lived. Okay. We lived. All right, and we got 92 science. All right. And we actually got some funds. So, no experience gain. I'm not exactly sure how you gain experience. I guess, I don't know. My next goal is I want to upgrade this building. And I need like 100,000 money to do that. And go around the Space Center and take crew approach surface samples from each building for quick free science. This is my main goal. So can I do a mission that just gets me money right now? Where are missions? Is that the mission control? Reach new targets like land on the moon. Well, that's the thing. In order to get to land on the moon, I need to upgrade so I can get more parts because I can't get enough like fuel and enough stages for getting to the moon, in my opinion, from what I've seen. So let me see what contracts I have available. Is there anything that just gets me a whole bunch of money? 53,000. They're definitely possible with only 30 parts. Yeah, I still want to make more money. I want to have more parts. Your current ship can get there. Let me see. What's the most amount of money I can get on a single thing here? 45,000. I want you to test the kickback solid fuel booster on a suborbital trajectory over Kerbin. Check the fourth mission. What's that? That's 20k, like 30k. This is close to 40k. This gives me 45. This one right here gives me 53k right here. You make a good tourist craft that can hold 2 or 4 tourists and farm the hell out of those missions. I want to confirm some theories about some temperature fluctuations of Kerbin. Head there and take a few measurements. So this would be... This would take like 3 launches, you think? Oh, this one's 61,000. Test the TD-25 decoupler orbiting Kerbin. Activate the part during the staging sequence when all conditions are met. This looks like a good amount of money. And all I got to do is test it while I'm in orbit. Yeah, I don't know how to get to specific places. I haven't really done that kind of stuff yet. I kind of want to do this one here. So, activate the TD-25 decoupler orbiting Kerbin. TD-25. Let's look at this one. Is there any way I can do like 2 at the same time? The radial mount parachute in flight over Kerbin. My active contracts are explore the moon. I need to do a moon flyby. Well, I wonder if I could do both of these at the same time. If I could test this thing in orbit, you test this decoupler after stage. Okay. Okay, let's see if we could do both of these. So, the TD-25 decoupler is what I need to test. I need to see which thing that is. Coupling. Okay, so that's this one here. So if I just use this decoupler, is my quest to use it while I'm in orbit? Where's my quests? Going to be interesting. Will cause a lot of drag, which might be tricky to deal with. So I need to test it at 320 meters to 330. 320,000 meters to 330,000 meters. Moon flybys have a free return trip. 900 dB from orbit will get you plenty of space bucks. Okay. Well, I wonder if I can try this decoupler thing here. All right. So I want to design a new ship. Because my to the moon ship, I feel like was not quite. I was trying to do science while I was doing that. So let's try to not do science. And just design a ship that's entire purpose is to have multiple stages so I can So I have one to get me out into space, one stage to get me out into space, one to get our orbit where we want it, and burn towards the moon, and then another one for like our return burn, I guess. Okay. Sorry, whoever did the link or whatever, if it wasn't a link, sorry about that. Okay, so this is all I'm going to want by itself, right? So I'm just going to want the decoupler, a normal TD12 decoupler here, right? Is there anything normally I want here? I don't think so. We need to test an engine or SRB while in space. Always do it while pointed retrograde so that you don't fly it out into space, but rather return to Kerbin. Okay. Okay, I need my parachute. Okay. All right, so below this, I'm going to want some fuel for burns to get me back home, I feel like. So if I just do this tank plus an engine, I don't know what's engine. Okay, so how do I tell which engines are best while we're in space? How do you tell that? What's the stat I'm looking at? Is it the thrust of vacuum that I'm looking at? High vacuum ISP. ISP. I don't see ISP here. Where's ISP? Do I see that down here? It's a right click. Oh, there we go. Thank you. So vacuum ISP. So that's 345. It's 310. Okay. So it looks like my best. So the Terrier is my best space engine, is what it looks like, right? If you come into the moon encounter on the retrograde side, it'll slow you down for a free return trajectory. Are you going for orbit around moon? No, I'm not going for orbit. I just want to do flyby for this quest right now. Although I could orbit it if I wanted to try to do some science up there. I'll have to see how many parts I have left. If I have enough parts, maybe I'll try to add this science thing. The stubby engines are generally best for space in this game. Okay. I mean, let's put one, and if it's too many parts, we'll take it away. But I want to see if I can do a Science Junior. Maybe we can. Oh crap! I need to get this guy here and do this. You got a link you want to share with me, Christopher Aurelius? You're gonna have to tell me what that link is because I've been trolled before. Okay. So that would be this guy getting us back home, and hopefully with our space thing litting. Okay. So now we want the next stage. Well, here's a question. Do I want fins on this piece or not? Heat shield. So heat shield below the decoupler, maybe? I probably want the lighter one, I guess. Oh, that's a tiny one. Never mind. Like that. It's a delta V map. Shows how much energy you need for each stage. Okay. If anybody can permit Christopher, I guess I'll do it. I don't think I have any mods in here right now. Aurelius. Hopefully I spelled your name correctly. You've never seen a troll in KSP? What's funny is I've got the most trolls while playing Minecraft, so. Okay, so I think that's good. We got science. I don't feel like I need fins for this. Okay, I might want fins for my next stage. So next stage is the one that I want that needs a lot of fuel for getting me to the moon. So if I like do 2 of these guys and then the Terrier engine again, because this is going to be once we're out in space, right? Okay. I'm here, just the worst mod you can imagine. What's up, Fluffy Ponies? Okay. See, a lot of this stuff, you give me these links, and I'm like, this is so much more complicated than I want to even, that I can even understand. I need a decoupler. Thank you. Decoupler. If I'm going to test the decoupler at 300 kilometers above, it would be... Huh. I definitely need Kerbal Engineer. So, I need to test this decoupler at 300 to 350 kilometers. How could I do that? I need a bigger engine, do swivel. Once you play for a while, you'll be building some crazy stuff. Don't play with any mods. Yeah, I'm not playing with mods right now. I could put this on the side. Get high, then decouple between them. Okay, so I'm going to need a decoupler between here. So I want to just do this regular one right now, I guess. So there's that. And then, so I need a big engine here, is what you're saying. Has to be done with the spacebar. I know how to decouple. The biggest of the three basic engines does not turn, right? Xander Payne, thank you for the follow. Appreciate it. So, so I probably want not this one. I probably want this one here, maybe. The Reliant. 250, 265. One of these two guys looks like. Probably this guy, I'm thinking. Maybe do test on return flight. It will actually decouple the stage to heat shield. So you're saying make this the decoupler I need to test? Can I test it at 350 kilometers as long as I get my return velocity correct? I guess that would work. That might be the way to do it. I just have to remember to do that. Where's the decoupler or coupler? Where's coupling? Holy crap, it's huge. How am I going to test this thing? Why is it so big? Yeah, I have to test it in orbit. That's right. I put it on the side. So I have to test it in orbit. So I have to get in orbit, then you could just put this thing on the side? What, like, how do you change the orientation? Like I don't know how I'm going to use this thing. Stack decouplers can't surface attach. I could use structural beams to make it attach. Okay, let me at least get the rocket built, and then we'll have to decide on that stuff. So this is hopefully this is enough to get me on my trajectory to the moon. That's what this stage is for. So we do another one of these decouplers. And then we need the actual, Damien, thank you for the follow, appreciate it. Now the thing to get us off the surface of the planet. You would advise separate missions? Oh, I'd love to do it all on one mission. We'll have to see, though. Okay, so I want solid fuel, or solid fuel boosters to get us off here, I think. You could put a radial decoupler and connect test to it. Radial decoupler and connect test to it. How do I turn this thing? I don't know, man. That will blow up. You think? I wonder, could I put this decoupler... Doesn't look like it's attached to anything. Because if I could get into orbit with my original setup before I decouple this, I don't know if this will work. I would not have enough DV for this. Yeah, I feel like this. I think I'm gonna have to do a separate mission for this decoupler thing. Well, let's just focus on getting to the moon then. Okay. All right. So to get to the moon, it's hard to. So the solid fuel booster things don't give you much turn stuff. What's the thing for that? Yeah, I want to get to the moon. You're playing FTL while listening and alt tabbing to a stream, and you just destroyed a slug ship and got an eye on Vulcan. Nice. Okay, so I think I want to be able to turn a little bit. So if we do like just one of these guys plus let's see, 265. One of these guys, and then we put some I've been using these solid fuel booster thumper guys. 250. Use fins to turn your SRB. Only swivel can turn. So this guy can't turn that I put on here. Because one thing that I feel like I was doing wrong on my other launches, I wasn't turning early enough to get, you know, to get my orbit started early. I was just like, I kind of went straight up. Oh, I need to put the couplers on this thing. Let's try 3 of these. I haven't done 3 of these guys before. 3 rockets here. I think I did 2 or 4 before. Turn stuff. Yes, like I said, I'm not good at the terminology for rockets. Okay, so something like this. We also need the... Where's aerodynamics? These guys here. So we'll need fins for sure. How much... somebody told me the amount of... What was it? DV? Is that what this is? Make the decoupler the upper half of the SRB. So it should, okay, so you're saying do this up here and then move these guys down. Hold on a sec. How do I move these down now? Because that's gonna look terrible. Because I have to like mouse over this, and then how do I shift it? What's the move thing? Is there a move? Tool move. Here we go. Kind of like that. Something like that. Although I still want this to... Nope, that's not what I want to do. Damn it. Place. There's that. No. God, I swear getting these things to attach how you want to is a pain in the ass sometimes. There. That should be right. Now I can toggle move the thing. Click on each stage to the right. See DV for stage. Okay. Okay, I think that looks... now they're a little too high, I feel like. Hold on a sec. Get this down just a bit. There. Toggle move. There, how about that? I want it to line up with that thing. Okay, that looks good. I think that will work. Okay. Are those connected? They still don't look connected. Why do they not look connected? 1 to place, 2 to translate, 3 to rotate, F to absolute toggle. I don't like that either. Okay, let me. I do not like that. Bring this down some. Let's do that. When I do the move thing, okay, that's rotate. I want this. I swear it adjusted on the thing when I do that move thing, but I think that works. If I go down just a touch more, I think this works. Okay. Does that work? I think that works. Okay. Okay, I need to put fins on this thing. And you said click on each stage to see DV for stage. Do you guys think this is enough to get me there? I feel like it might be. This number looks lower than our previous one, but I have multiple stages this time, so. You want the swivel in the first stage too. Oh, you're right. The swivel is not in the first stage. There we go. So there's swivel and these guys in the first stage. We decouple. Where's the decoupler? Right. Okay. So is this 2 separate decouplers? I want these on the same stage too, right? I want these to decouple at the same time. Check vacuum DV. Do I not want them to decouple at the same time? Which do I want to decouple first? Do I want the side guys to come off first, or the bottom guy to come off first? We want whatever's going to burn out first to decouple first. Well, I feel like this thing's going to have less fuel. Can I see the burn time on it or whatever? How do I know which one's going to run out first? Crap, why did it? Okay. If you put the engines each in their own stage, you can see their burn time. Okay. So I need this guy to be on its own stage to see his burn time. Is that how I see this? Burn 29 seconds. 42 seconds. So this, the turning guy is going to burn out first. So I want that to decouple first is what it looks like. So yeah, so this guy's going to burn for less time. So I want it to burn the first stage, but I want to decouple it first. So that's this guy. So I want that to couple after this is done burning out, right? And then those guys will burn out second, and then we'll decouple them. And then we'll be on this rocket. My SRBs need to be turned down. I need to lower the thrust of the boosters. Lower the thrust of these guys. How much? How do you know something like this? Beware that when it decouples, it might hit the boosters. So lowering the thrust just made this number go higher. Is that right? Same area at what? You want TW ratio is about 2. Where the hell do I see that? I want this number to be 2 right here. I don't see. Oh, there it goes. Lower thrust equals longer burn. Oh, sea level. Okay. If your TWR is too high, you can add fuel or just reduce to 2 boosters. Oh my god. This is my problem with this game. I have 12 different people telling me all different things. But that's saying I have a 29-second burn on this now. Is that because that was the burn time on this guy, I guess? Okay.
Thank you for the follow.
I need more fuel.
Thank you for
TR Reed, thank you for the follow. You think I need more fuel? Well, I feel like I'm going to rely on these guys to get me into space, and then I'm going to rely on this thing, this next stage, to get my orbit where I want it to be, and then burn me towards the moon. And then this last stage is going to be to get us home. How many parts am I at? I have 7 more parts, so I could add more fuel. Adding more fuel to the upper stage. Are you talking about this one up here or this one right here? Which one should I add more fuel to? Are you talking about this one or this one? The Terrier stage. So that's this one here. So I would need to disconnect this guy here. Okay. It's like a second one of these guys, you think? You wouldn't add to the upper stage, it'll be too heavy, too top heavy. Well, if I get rid of these 2 guys and put one of the bigger ones here, do that, maybe that's better. Use 5100 dV compared to number at bottom right. Okay, do I have a... Okay, so I got a decoupler there. At vacuum, I'm at 5100 interficiabo. So I'm wondering if I need more fuel at this bottom stage. Does this get us into space, I guess is the question. I have... Moon flyby should be 3,400 plus 850. We're almost there. Let me if I put fins on this thing, I might want to just give this one a try. I have some new fins actually. Offers more lift than the AVR8s. So these are actually wings. Fact Smash, thank you for the follow. Appreciate that. So if I do something like those there, and then once we get to the next stage, which is this guy, do something like fins along here. And that'll give me fins. I think those would be useful. Always set DV calculator vacuum seat total DV. Use sea level to check launch TWR. Okay. You love you some wings. Density of the first layer of atmosphere is frictionless thick with the latter layers. After your locker reaches 300 meters a second, the first layer you are losing a lot of thrust resistance. To keep thrust to weight ratio between 150 and 200. At this TWR, you will not exceed 300 meters a second by too much while you're in the first layer. Great. That's way more information than I understand. Cool. We're basically out of parts. I can add one more thing if I wanted to add one more thing. Do I need to add anything? I kind of want to just try this and see what this does. If I get to the moon, if I could do one more, like I could do a goo test. Does the goo do anything different than the Science Junior, or does it do the same? Or should I just do like a thermometer or barometer or something? Buttons beside ship cost will show you COM, COT. I see, I don't even know what those letters mean, tree hugger. Jesus. Each experience separate bit of data. Okay, well then I'm just going to put... I'm going to put this guy on... put this guy on here. Maybe we'll do a goo test. Battery? True, I didn't put a battery. Do I need a battery? Center of mass, center of lift, center of tilt. Okay, that's helpful because I didn't check that stuff. You want to? I think you want to put the fins around the center of mass, right? Well, it's going to go up. This is going to go up as we lose fuel, though. So, as we lose a bunch of that stuff, these fins might actually want to be up a little bit. Oh, crap. So I'm pretty sure our center of mass is going to go up. Okay. All right, I'm going to save this. Wait, cancel. This is going to be to the moon Mark II. That's what we're going to save this as. To the moon Mark II. The fins above the center of mass will increase the tendency to flip. That should be okay, though. Well, these are very... I think these fins are not going to do much until after these guys are all falling off, and then our center of mass should shift higher, I think. So, I'm going to give this a try. Now, if I can get a little bit of tips for the launch, when... People have told me how to, like, get the angle so, you know, when you go up, you kind of want to go off to the side. How should I aim that? Like, what distance up, like, knowing when to turn to get into a smooth orbit is something that I'm not exactly sure when to do. And I feel like people have tried to tell me that before, and I don't quite understand when I need to turn and all that stuff. And let me just do a quick save. Let me do a save 2 here. Try to be halfway to the horizon by the time you're at 10 to 15 kilometers. Halfway to the horizon. Halfway to the horizon is... The horizon's where the blue meets the brown, right? High TWR equals more aggressive turn. Go up till you're at 1,000 meters a second. Okay. All right. Well, let's just give this a try. Let's see. Let's see what happens here. I'm just going to do kind of a slight tilt. I might be turning too fast here. Oh, crap. Oh, crap. SAS. Yeah, I didn't have the SAS, you're right. Well, I tried to turn to the right, and apparently I screwed that up. Let me revert this. Let me revert flight. Revert to launch. Okay, let me turn the SAS on at the beginning. That should help. The goo canister, is that throwing me off? That could definitely be the case. Okay. You usually start turning at 50 to 100 meters a second. So that's this here. Oh, and I didn't full throttle. You're right. I didn't full throttle. Only use the D key to go east. Okay. I'm going to turn a little bit. Okay, this feels more controlled this time. Okay, we're going along the 90, which is, I think, what you said I should do. Three times symmetry also causes asymmetric drag. That makes sense, I think. Okay, so my one guy is already out. Should I have... I've disconnected him already? Okay, okay. Alright, I might need to change that stage thing. Keep the turn going, okay. And now watch AP. What am I looking for at the AP? Hold prograde. Cut when AP is 80 kilometers. Okay, we're past that. Damn it, I hit the goddamn space. I really wish I could change the. I really wish I could change the buttons. God damn it. Spacebar shutting everything down pisses me off, man. Ugh. I hit spacebar because that's goddamn pause on fucking FTL. And Jesus Christ. Okay, let's do this again. Can I make the button so I don't hit spacebar and everything falls apart? Jesus Christ. I hate that crap. I think that's like the worst button choice for this. Empty stage before each stage, just in case this happens. All right, let's just do the same launch here. Z. Okay. All right, let's try this again. I also could have gotten rid of this one stage a little earlier, even though it exploded it, but we were weighed down by it a little bit, I think. I didn't have this on. Yeah, I have to exit the main menu to do controls, yeah. Okay, so that one's gone, so get rid of that guy. Hey, it didn't explode that time, that's good. Put the next engine in the same stage as the previous decoupler. Okay, I don't know what that means right now while my brain is trying to do other stuff. Okay, we're almost out of fuel here. I need to keep doing the turn, I think. Out of fuel. Turn this guy on. And you said, what, about 80 kilometers? Which we've kind of hit already. I think we need to keep going. Keep turning. Okay, let's keep turning here. Coast to AP. Okay, okay. Coast to AP. And I burn at AP to get our burn at AP to get our into a stable orbit, right? Yeah, so I wasted some fuel right there, I think. So I think I wasted a little bit of fuel there. But once we get to apoapsis, that's when we burn at prograde. Burn at prograde to get into a circular orbit, I believe. You'll be okay? Well, I hope so, because running out of fuel is my main issue. But the good thing is I have an extra stage to get us back home this time, so. Slightly before AP. Okay, okay. So we've got 2 minutes to OP. AP. Let's speed up time a little bit here. That upper stage has tons of DV? Okay. The magic of the Terrier. Is that this guy up here? That's the Terrier. Okay, now if I do science here, I wonder if I get anything for it. Observe materials bay. I get very little, but I can grab this later on. Control the throttle so that the AP doesn't chase ahead of you. Okay, here we go. We're about to be at the AP. I'm going to grab stuff soon here. Okay, so I'm going to start the burn now, I guess. As we come up to the AP. Can only run the Science Junior once and it's going to be worth more later. Well, crap. Okay, well, I can reset it, right? I think I can reset it. Or just get rid of that data. If you pass AP, pitch above the horizon. I think that's what it's doing. Oh. Am I out of fuel? I'm out of fuel. Well, okay. Okay, that stage didn't last nearly as long as I thought it was going to. Need to pitch up. I don't know what that means. You guys keep using these words that I don't understand. Okay, when this flips, we're there. Okay, I think we're there, right? Is this a stable orbit? I'm heading to the ground, look up. What? I'm pointing below the horizon. So was I burning the wrong direction? Christ, I need to turn this off. Okay, so I'm in a stable orbit. I don't know if I used too much fuel getting here because I didn't pitch up or whatever, you guys. You guys keep saying shit that I don't understand, man. It's so frustrating. Pitch up! Pitch up! It's like, come on. You talking about the blue ball? I should have been pointing more up towards the blue ball. I mean, Christ. Okay, we're in a stable orbit. I think we're above 70, so I think we're fine. Can I reset this thing that I did? Reset materials bay. Okay, there we go. VJ's camera angle, you prefer free? Okay. All right, well, now I just need to see if I can get to the moon. So, and how much fuel it's going to use. So, that's my next. Let's see if we've gotten up with enough fuel. I can't believe that second stage didn't last longer. I thought that second stage would get me into a more stable orbit, but okay, so it's going this way. I think it's 45 degrees. So from the periapsis, I want to create a maneuver that gets us to pass the moon, I think. Something like this. Oh, that's too far. That's way too far. Okay. Bright part of the orbit line trails the object. Oh, so I'm on... Well, I still have to do it from the periapsis, so... I'll just have to move this around, I guess. So I want it to be like over here somewhere, I think. Maybe. Nope, that's the wrong one. Don't want to do that. There we go. There we go. Okay. So I want to go... something like this, I think. If we hit the moon... And we're just doing a flyby, actually. We're not actually doing a... We're not actually going to try to get into moon orbit. So any encounter will be what we need it to be. So like something like this should even work, I think. When you circular periapsis and apoapsis don't really matter. Okay. You don't have to do it from PE? Oh, okay. Okay, so that right there should work. That should get us to the moon. We're a little off center here. Is that going to mess us up too much? Can I do something to fix that? Oh, that actually looks like that might fix it a bit. There. This, it doesn't matter? Okay. But I think this will be fine. I still feel like are we getting... Okay, as long as the purple moon is showing, we're good there, I think. Okay, I think we're going to do this. You would aim for something that brings it back to Kerbin close. That's kind of why I like this little thing here. It looks like it's going to bring us pretty close, and I can get back into orbit pretty well. All right, well, so let's give this a try. I'm going to save this. Let me do a quick save here. And let's do a, what is it, warp to maneuver? Nope. Warp to next maneuver. You have to fix it because you're not getting as close to the moon, so it doesn't slingshot you as much. Okay. Okay. Just have to have a short time in the lunar sphere of influence. Oh. Will it tell me when I'm in the sphere of influence? I think my PE is too low. I'm going to go with this. I can adjust it once we get closer. I can adjust it once we get closer. Okay, so I want to burn at the blue thing, and I want to start the burn a little early. It'll do some time warp to 50 times when you cross SOI boundary. Okay. You also just do warp here on the purple part. Okay, I'll probably end up doing that. All right, this is going to be our first attempt. Well, hopefully we'll have enough fuel to do this. Do a quick save here. A little more fuel in your counter will give you a return trajectory. You are coming into the counter in front of the moon. Short velocity will be added to your own. Coming in behind it. Gravity will slow you down. Not that it super matters with the amount of fuel you're carrying. So hopefully I'll have enough fuel. Want to do half the maneuver before the node and the rest after. Okay. Okay, there's the burn. Z. Hopefully I have enough fuel. Seems better. We're still burning a lot to get there, but as long as we have some fuel left, I'm thinking we'll be good. "40-second maneuver, you'll start at T minus 20. Oh, so I should have started even earlier, I think. I'm going to throttle down so I can get it better. Okay, we're looking like we're good on fuel here, though. That's much better. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, X. Okay. All right, we are going kind of out past it. A couple seconds late, no big deal. I don't think what you're telling me is right, Christopher Aurelius. I don't think what you're telling me is correct. Okay, so let's get rid of this maneuver now. How do I get rid of the maneuver? This guy, get rid of it. Okay. All right, so we should be on a trajectory to get into moon space here. So, you say it'll lower it to 50 times when we're getting close. Let's get... How will I know? I guess it's... Okay, so right there is where we're going to see it. So what I can do is I can, like, warp to here. Warp here. Click the orange bit and do warp here. Okay, so that's where I'm going to see it. So I'm going to warp till close to there. Oh, I'm seeing the moon. Okay. So, will I see... Where did it tell you when you're in, like, near moon space? Where will it actually tell you that you're in moon space? Is it, like, here? Or... Like, because I don't know what my area is. Like, if I'm low atmosphere, high atmosphere, space. Does it actually tell you this somewhere? Tell you what space you're in? Like, I would like to know when I'm in near moon. Go to map view. Is it when I'm at this brown thing? Is that when it is? The camera will also turn. The blue one is entering the moon SOI. So this right here is me. Okay, okay. So this is me getting in sphere of influence there. Speed will change relative to the moon. You're not sure if it does automatically. Okay. Okay, I'm hoping it'll tell me when I'm in the moon sphere of influence. It switches to free cam when you do. The colors of your orbit will change. Colors of my orbit. The nav ball will change. Okay. What will the nav ball say? Will it say SOI or something? Because I want to make sure I do my experiment when I'm in the moon sphere of influence. It will kick down your FF speed. Auto saving. Okay. From purple to blue. Just the directions and speed. Oh, I think my speed just changed. Am I there? I think I'm there. Let me run my experiment now. Did I see it? I saw this change. I didn't see anything change here. That's very Science Junior. Why can't I do it? Stop time warp. Thank you. There we go. Observe materials bay. There we go. 67 science from this. High radiation environment caused a few samples to glow. Looks like it would be fun to paint the rocket with this. Nice. Let's also do... Hey, what's up, Cthulhu? Let's also do a crew report from up here. Nice. If you look at the surface of the moon, try to find a good landing space. The inside of the craters might be the best option. Cool. All right, is there anything else I could do? Oh, goo. I got the science goo. I don't know if this will survive, but I can go get this. Nice. Awesome. And I can collect all this data, right? The blue line is my encounter. So this line right here is my encounter with the moon, I guess. Okay, so I got all my science. I should be able to collect this data, I think. Let's go SAS here. Look at how, or EVA, all these freaking letters. He's so happy to be up here. You're out in space, sir. Let's collect data. Yes, remove data. Close doors. Can I also remove this data? Collect data. Remove data. Great. And then store experiments. Beautiful. Can I do a crew report here while I'm outside? Like looking? I guess not. Okay. So go back in. Okay. All right. So this mission, if we can get back safely, is going to give us some money and a bunch of science. And then maybe we could try to land on the moon next. Click your Kerbal and do an EVA report. Oh, okay. EVA report. There we go. There we go. Cool. I guess, I don't know if, I guess EVA report is different than being inside the capsule. So I guess those are separate reports and stuff. Okay, so I think I've gotten everything I can get here. Now I just need to get back home safely. And even if these things don't survive, my science stuff should survive. Okay, so we did this. We did the goo. We did inside. We did EVA report. I already did crew report. And so I already did that. So I think we're good. I think now we just need to head home. And we got everything. It'd be cool if we could land on the moon, but I feel like I needed more. I would need more parts anyway because I don't have the landing gear and stuff for landing on the moon. So, okay. Now I want to warp to my periapsis, and we're going to have to do a maneuver to... I want to get back into orbit. When would I do my maneuver to get myself back into a stable orbit? There's a lot more to get in orbit. Oh, I could get more stuff in orbit. Yeah. So I want to warp to AP, and then I would do a burn. I'm already headed back to Kerbin. Yeah, but when would I do a burn to, like, change my... I guess when I'm closer to it, I would do a burn to change my periapsis or whatever. Burn till your PE is 40K. Oh, so I could do that here, and could I line my periapsis up already? Okay, I guess I could do that. So let's warp to here. Okay, let's do that. You like to do it as far away as possible, but you don't have to. Well, I think you're supposed to. It's most efficient to do it at your AP, if I'm not mistaken. Okay, so I want to burn at my retrograde, and get my periapsis to like 40k here. I could burn whenever I like. Not at this point. Whatever. I'm gonna see what I can do here. All right, see if I can get this to 40k here. Wow, it takes a very small burn to do this way up here. It seems super efficient to do it this way. 7, 6, 5, 4. So like right there, we are now in a return path to orbit to Earth already, I think. So, okay. And I still have a bunch of fuel left. So I think we're good to get back home. God, that was way easier than I thought it was. This frickin' Terrier engine is a beast. All right, so let's setting up a permanent base on Lathe. I don't know what Lathe is. Is that like a really far planet? We're not doing that. Let's warp to here. Okay. All right, so now we should be coming in on our approach vector here. If you're trying to slow down, it's best the AP because it's the slowest part of your orbit. If you want to speed up, it's best to do it with the PE, right? It's apoapsis. Apoapsis. What have I been saying? I don't know what I've been saying. Okay. All right. So I could probably even... I have a heat shield, right? I think I have a heat shield. I do. So I could probably separate now if I wanted to. Do I want to go ahead and separate now? I might do that mission to test out that disconnecting thing next. You have 2 upcoming possible complication runs. If you bring your PE down too much, you can easily burn up through friction. If you don't bring it low enough, you will go through multiple aero braking maneuvers. This is slowly going down. Do I want to actually burn... Whoops, no, that's not what I want to do. Yikes, that... Well, I just killed myself. I did not mean to turn there. Well, am I gonna die is the question. Still should be fine. We'll see. I lost my science thing, but I collected my stuff there. Yeah, I moved all the data to the capsule. I did. that was. I did. I shouldn't have. That was a mistake. I don't think I F5'd. Spin. Press Q. It's not changing anything here. You think I'm dead? My heat shield was on the bottom of the other thing, by the way. Surface. Yeah, the heat shield's gone. Okay, I spun a bunch. I don't know if that's doing anything. Well, that was a really bad choice to accidentally hit prograde. I'm going to see if I survive this, and if I don't, I'm going to go back to one of the, I think I had a save up by the moon or before the moon burn. I think I might be okay. I think I might be okay. I already activated this, I think. Yeah, looks like we're good. Let me hit space again just to make sure. Yeah, okay, we're good. Okay, well, I lost my science vessel. I do that every time. But I stored all of my experiments in the capsule. So, God, I always do some stupid thing right at the end. But if we survive this, I should have all the science and the money from doing a moon flyby. Look at him, he's dancing. Freaking hell. Better luck next time. Oh, you made it. I mean, great job. Succeeding despite stupid mistakes. That's KSP. Nice. My computer crashed when we were near the moon. How'd it go? We got all our science experiments, and looks like we're landing safely. I accidentally pressed prograde while we were entering the Earth's atmosphere, and everything exploded. Thankfully, my command module is alive, and I stored my experiments, I think. Hey, explore the moon is showing that I did it. So I think we actually might have done this. I think we actually did this. So I can speed this up now, I think, right? Is it worth doing an EVA once I get back to the Earth? I mean, I don't know how many EVAs you can take or store or whatever. Best streamers are the ones who can take 8 people's advice without getting salty. Bravo. I can't say I haven't gotten salty. I got a little salty, but I think we might have done this mission completed at least. We did a moon flyby. We got a bunch of research. I'm hoping we can do a moon landing today is my goal. And I feel like I need to do I think I might need to do a money mission or two to do the upgrade to be able to put more stuff on my ship. You can EVA while drifting too. Could tell when he's salty or focusing when he does not give pity laughs to your sad jokes. There you go. I can take a surface sample. I can't do surface samples. You keep telling me to do that. I don't think I've leveled up to get surface samples. So I could do an EVA right now. Could I? Okay, F5. EVA report. Great. Get back in. I've never done an EVA report while falling. Oh, I've been on the ground in the water and I've gone EVA, and I'm pretty sure it never gives me the option to do a surface sample, but I'll check. Okay. Let's go ahead and land here. Not sure if you remember my username. I'm the one that left you a huge comment on your KSB video with some tips. Ah, I do remember that. Arvistren. And I'm trying to take some of the stuff you said into consideration, but there's just so much to this game. Surface samples are like level 3 astronaut complex. I think I only have level 2. Crew report. We don't want to overwrite. If I go EVA, if I do an EVA here, I get something. I don't see surface sample. I mean, you can let me know if I'm missing something, but I'm pretty sure I don't have the option for that. You got out today while you're still going about 200 meters a second. You flew off. I've yet to use my jetpack, which is a thing you could do. All right, I think we got everything. Let's do it. You want to leave me some extra advice, Arvistren? Okay, I'm about to go AFK to use the restroom and stuff, take my first break, but we got 226 signs. I think that's by far the most I've gotten in a single thing. 355,000 funds. Nice. I can upgrade my... hey, we got 2 experience too. I can now upgrade my vehicle assembly building. Can't yet. You need to upgrade the complex to surface sample. Okay. We definitely are upgrading this. This is what I want to do because I can now get 55 parts instead of 30. That's like a huge upgrade. We're definitely doing that. Only got 110. Oh, okay. Oh, that's my total. All right. Well, real quick, I'm definitely saving now. You weren't taking samples till you were on Minmus. Is that like Uranus or something? But okay, real quick, guys, I'm going to set up stretch use the restroom. Thank you all so much for watching. We made our first moon flyby. Next is trying to get to the moon. So again, I really appreciate you guys keeping me hanging out. Hope you guys are enjoying the Kerbal Space program. Sorry if I'm a noobness, but thank you for your help, and I'll be right back, my friends. All right, how much is the launch pad? I've already upgraded the launch pad. So I'm grinding our silly tricks. Let's see here. Grinding our silly tricks, you can unlock them before your first moon landing. Love noobs, I'm a noob. Nice. How goes the mission, Tree Hugger? I have to do a space rendezvous over Minmus, I think. Always coming in with retrograde is a safe bet, unless you have a heat shield on top where your parachute is located. Engines are really good at sustained heat. It's a great game, and when you do get very far, then it turns into an imagination game. If you're still on when I get back, you'll watch utility staff streaming. Nice. All right, we'll see you later, Arvis Dread. So I have upgraded the launch pad. Where is the thing that lets you do... Is it the astronaut complex? Lets you do... So I can do EVAs, but it's 282,000 to do the next upgrade there. Wow, there's some expensive upgrades. Okay. Let's see what our next mission is. I'm guessing the next mission is going to be orbit the moon. Have I taken a look at all the planets in the tracking station? No, I haven't. Explore the moon. That's our next main story mission. We'd like you to go to the moon and stay there in a nice stable orbit. It isn't personal, it's science. You need to perform a spacewalk in orbit. It's time to try to keep your helmet free of bodily fluids. You can't just leave vessels in orbit to the moon forever. Those things are expensive to return. So basically, get to the moon, go walk outside, orbital spacewalk. Does that just mean go out, do an EVA in the space, and then come back? And then science data from the moon. From the surface of the moon. Science data from around the moon. Okay, that one we definitely want. Rescue and land from orbit. Oh, I've never done a rescue mission. Huh. I have no idea how you do that. And science data from space around Kerbin. Send us science data from space. So I just have to get space. So that's using that science junior thing, I guess. Okay, that's super easy. And we'll get this because we'll eventually want to get to the surface of the moon. I don't think my next thing is going to be a moon landing yet. Requests are hard. You got to get your ship next to their ship within like 100 meters. Oh, the rescues? All you need to do is run a crew report in orbit, then reset it. You love science. You leave a science satellite in orbit to farm those when they come up. Oh, that's cool. Okay. You said if you look at the tracking station, you can look at the different planets here. Toggle debris. It shows my debris that I left in orbit. Okay, cool. Space objects. How do I look at the planets here? Zoom out, scroll out. Oh, okay. So we got Moho, Eve, Kerbin, Duna. It's like Mars, I guess. Or is that Mars? Mercury, Venus, Earth, Mars. This would be Jupiter. Well, actually, I don't know what these are supposed to be. Okay. Most of them have moons, too. God, can you get out to these planets? That's crazy. Yeah, you can fly a Kerbal pretty far with a jetpack, but it's risky. I've never used a jetpack. Dress is like Ceres, large planetoid in the asteroid belt. Ah, okay. Okay, so that's like the asteroid belt. Gotcha. So Joule is the Jupiter analog. Zoom in on Joule. Okay. Oh, wow. Lathe. Okay, that's what Cthulhu was telling me. Why haven't I done a mission to Lathe yet? Wow, look at all the... So can you get to all these? These are crazy. This is crazy, man. You have to have refueling stations in space. That's when the game gets really fun. You haven't got there yet. Whoa, that's cool. Oh, that's awesome. Okay. Well, I'm definitely not getting there yet. But what I do want to do is I want to get in orbit. I want to get to moon orbit. I haven't done any upgrades lately. Let's see what we can do. I haven't even done anything other than rockets. So I don't know if I should look into aviation yet or if I should just continue to work on increasing our ability to get further in space and stuff. Landing. So if I wanted to get landing, this would be for moon landing. You can get there without refueling stations would take a big ship or high tech. Nuclear engines have a very high SP for the interplanetary stuff. Nuclear engines. Huh. I wonder where that is. I'm going to guess that's pretty... Oh, nuclear propulsion. There it is. Propulsion systems. Small, lightweight propulsion systems may not seem as exciting, but they might prove just as useful. I feel like maybe I do go for the moon landing. I could get the landing gear. SSTO are where it's at for you. SSTO, I don't know what that is. Planes can be fun, but they're not very practical. Let's do landing, so I can do landing gear if I want to try that. No flamethrowers, not today, Bjorn. General construction. This lets us do things like a crew cabin. Oh, so that's for passengers, I guess. There's that decoupler they actually want me to test. What do we got here? Miniaturization. Electrics. Would this give me things like solar panels? Solar panel. Yeah, that's solar panels. Single stage to orbit. Space plane. Okay. There's a moon around Jewel that is almost as big as Kerbin, but has no atmosphere. Wow. Strut connectors. That decoupler. Heavy rocketry. So... more regional engines for rough economic times. The pool engines doubles as barbecue and low power. I wonder if getting a better booster would let me get out into space easier. I might want to get these guys here. You'd go for electrics. You can harvest more science from low moon space. You think electricity? I was thinking about electrics. If we get... So, getting solar panels... What does electric do for us? Does it let us run more science projects and not run out of electricity, or what? Lathe is either the most interesting moon, though, since it has liquid water and given its density, probably a breathable atmosphere. It's cool. I'll get electrics. I kind of want to get the heavy rocketry next. Okay. All right. That's all we can get unless I want to do general construction. Structural fuselage. It's lighter and more solid due to reinforcements. Getting back to Kerbin with no electricity is often fatal. Ah, okay. If you get electric and an antenna, you can send science back without going home. Okay, interesting. Adapter to connect its own parts so that its competitors. Crew cabin. I think we'll go with that for now. You need a science Kerbal to reset the experiments. I have a science Kerbal. At least I did. Active Kerbals. I do have a scientist, Bob. So my plan was actually to go to the moon with Jebediah and Bob, take my pilot and my scientist, and that way I could do more science experiments. And I could actually hire some guys if I want to. Wow, this guy's got really high stupidity. Low stupidity, high courage. Okay. Well, let's plan a... Do I even want to try a moon landing now? Send experiments collect less science than recovered. Okay. So you don't really only want to send if you think you're not going to recover it sounds like. All right, do I want to use a similar thing to this, or do I want to do a completely new thing? I feel like I might want to just do a completely new rocket, maybe. This worked pretty well. I feel like I need more fuel for this second stage, so I don't use as much of this earlier fuel. Although we had plenty of fuel. I can do more pieces now, which I'm not nearly as limited. Let me just let me start completely over. New. Some give you 100% 1 cent. Okay. So we got this new thing. So this is so these are like 2 unmanned things. So these would be good if I'm like, I guess, putting satellites out or something like that. But I want 2 of these guys, 2 pods, so I can have a pilot and a engineer. It looked like our parachute didn't quite slow us down enough last time. Double-sized variant of the MK16, only percent structural integrity. So if I do this guy, will that... Whoa, that's much bigger. Will that slow us down enough so that my science thing won't get blown up? Man, that thing is huge. How do I make it so I zoom in and zoom out? What is the button for that? Shift. There it is. The blue side ones are good enough. Blue side ones. What? I don't know what that means. Oh, these guys? So instead of doing this, should I do like these guys on the side? I haven't done side parachutes yet. How do I go around? Do like what, 2 of them or something? 1 white, 1 blue, 1 orange. Hey, what's up, Meep Meep? So this is like a smaller one. White parachute is also useful as a nose cone. I mean, is that too much? They don't look even to me. 1 white plus 2 blues kind of overkill. White parachute. Okay. I guess I can try this. I haven't tried the other parachutes before. Am I designing a spaceship? That's what I'm doing, Hallis. That is what this game is all about. Illuminator for lighting up large swaths of whatever you wish. Launch escape system. Solid rocket tower designed to wrench the command pod up and away from a malfunctioning rocket. Whoa. That's weird. I don't know what that's for. Okay. This game, 100 hours in and everything still goes kaboom. Okay, so we want the science thing again. We want the science junior, because we're doing science. We're going to do a heat shield under here and hopefully not destroy my stuff again. Thermal. Well, I have extra... Okay, that's a really big... So we could build... Whoops. We could build larger rockets now. If you switch editors, I find the spaceplane hangar's controls to be more intuitive. You can design them and switch back for launch. I don't want to learn a new thing right now. It's fine. What's the worst that could happen? The entire crew dying instantly from the whip-crap motion of the entire capsule when the parachute engages? It's not so bad. I wonder if I could do larger structure underneath this to get us out into space. So I kind of want to experiment here. So I liked what we had for that plus what was a Terrier. That plus the Terrier out in space seemed really good. That seemed to do good work right there. You like the plane building part of this game more than the rocket building part of this game? I haven't tried the plane building part. I might try that after I do my moon stuff today. You hate the spaceplane hangar controls? Okay, so this is basically our flying around in space thing right here. So, next would be... That's our final stage. So I want to have... I feel like my next stage is what I want to use to get us into orbit, which didn't happen last time. So I feel like I needed more fuel for this next stage. So if I had one more fuel thing than we had last time, and then what engine do we want here? This is it the Reliant we want here? I think 265 ASL. I think the Reliant here. Good rule of thumb is bring enough fuel for each liquid engine to burn for about 2 minutes. You think the swivel here? I did the Reliant last time. I guess I could try the swivel here. Okay. Oh, I didn't put a decoupler, damn it. Did I? No, I didn't put a decoupler. I need a decoupler. Coupler. Does an explosive crash landing on the moon count as a moon landing in your book? No, it does not. Does not count. Now, I would like to try... I want to get this quest done where I use this decoupler while in orbit. Can I do that? I would actually want to do that like here. Problem is this decoupler is so huge. Could I wonder, is there a larger size fuel tank? And can you like do like these things side by side or something? Like if I did, instead of this, could I put like 2 of these guys side by side underneath this thing? Does that even work? Did I get to the moon? I did my moon flyby. I did, yes. Like how do you use this larger size thing, since I don't seem to have something that's the right size for that? Sort by size. Do I not have fuel tanks that are the right size for this decoupler? I feel like I don't have anything that's the right size for this. Does the size not matter? It just looks funny? That's what she said. Okay. I just don't have them yet. Well, I'm going to see what happens when I try to do something like this. Because I want to get into orbit with this, and then I can decouple this and I will complete that quest. It'll cause drag. Yeah, I know. I know. That's what I'm worried about. I wonder if I can do some sort of aerodynamic thing to help fix that. Okay. Okay, so then I want my first stage underneath this though. Oh, I need a decoupler. Damn it. So then we do a regular decoupler here. Do this. Can I not make anything taller than this? Can I not put an engine underneath here? It won't let me go underneath this, will it? Do you have any adapters in the aerodynamic section other than fuel tanks? That's how you'd make it sleek. I got winglets, nose cones, and that's about it. I can lift the rocket up. How do I do that? Oh, there we go. Okay. I didn't know it'd let me do that. All right, there we go. Okay, so I have a decoupler there. So now I want extra fuel here. Adding more fuel. We're just making a much bigger rocket. What do you guys like to get? Which liquid rocket do you like to get off the ground? Do you like the swivel or the Reliant? Is the swivel the one that lets you turn? Some of my biggest rockets are bigger than the building itself. That's crazy. It's awesome. Because my hope is that I can get into orbit with this thing still attached so I could decouple it while I'm in orbit. That's kind of my plan, so I can kill a couple birds with one stone here. Use Reliant because it got more takeoff thrust. Okay, Reliant with fins. Cool, let's do that. Alright, I will add fins, but I'm going to use boosters here. I think I want to do 4 this time instead of 3. So I need the radial decouplers, guys. And I want to put them... hello? Probably here. What is current TWR? Where are you looking? Yeah, I got to get the boosters. I'm getting the boosters before I look at all that stuff. Okay. Are those lined up like I like? Yes, now I just need to go down to about there. I like that. Okay. And let's put our fins on here. I mean, not our fins, our nose cones here. TWR is 0.97, which is way low. It's supposed to be like 2, right? Well, let's put fins on, see how much, or winglets. See what this does to help. Those angles look bad. Why won't this give me a good angle? Angle snap, thank you. I was wondering why. There we go. I was like, that looked terrible. Okay. There we go. Okay. So my TWR is pretty low right now. I wonder if I put fins over this thing. Oh, those are huge. Could I help aerodynamics if I put fins here, I wonder? The 0.97 is my second stage. Okay. You don't think the fins would help there? Fins up there would make it worse? Okay. You want a dart. I don't think I have that. But I do think I want fins for... Let's see. My second stage, I think, could use fins, though. Okay. Where's my center of mass right now? Center of thrust, center of mass. So this will move way up after we burn all that fuel. This is a very tall, skinny thing. Okay. So this will move up. I feel like those fins should be fine there. I think my middle swivel stage probably doesn't need fins, but the bottom one might. Okay, so you think maybe down here instead? Wrap your rocket with as many boosters as your computer can handle. Okay. Fins on the center cones, they don't fly away on SRB separation. Okay. Let me use the bigger ones. I feel like might be better. Like that. Okay. That looks crazy. Is that gonna be too many fins? It looks cool. And that's all that matters. Looking cool. Okay. Now, I would like to put a battery and solar panels up here, I think. Nothing wrong with a million fins. That's what my mom always said. Where's electrical? So I think we want a battery. See all those kind of meaningless rockets? It doesn't mean center of drag. Okay. So I'd like to put other science experiments. So I want to put a battery. I think I just need maybe a double battery, I guess. So like double battery. Does it matter where the solar panels are? Will these solar panels charge this battery? And does it matter where it's connected, or will they just automatically connect? I've never done solar panels before. So. Very light and cheap. I wonder if I should add a battery pack in here. Connection is automatic, but the direction is relative to sunlight matters. That to point at the sun and will auto-connect. Okay. Well, having one on each side is probably good. Do you guys think it's worth putting a battery pack on this thing? Or if just having... Well, I got this battery. This rechargeable battery is probably enough. We love you, fins and all. Thanks, Cthulhu. That's what my mom says. Okay, and so the other science things I wanted to do was... I wanted to do goo. Only a single one, though. I want to do all the science things that I can. So that would be goo, thermometer, and the barometer. If you have a service bay, I normally add one of those full of batteries and science. Do I have a service bay? What is a service bay? That's unmanned control, command and control, reaction wheel. I don't think I have a service bay. The solar panels tilted like that. If you're pointed away from the sun, you'll be in trouble. I like to put 4x solar panels on the vertical part of the rocket. It would be under payloads. Service bay. Oh. Protecting delicate instruments or stowing small service components such as RCS tanks batteries. Okay. Does that put those things inside of there? So can I put all that stuff on here? Let me try that. Can I do it by... putting that there? I probably don't need the batteries. Each command pod has 50 EC storage, so you don't think I need this? It opens up, but it makes your entry vehicle less stable. You wouldn't bother. If you add the bay, they won't be as exposed to space and air drag. I might want to try this. So if I just put... what did you say you like to put on there? You like to put the solar panels on the battery? You open it? Open. Oh, okay. So I could put, like, my science inside of this? How does this work? Maybe I put the small things inside of it, huh? How does this work? Do I put I don't understand how this works. S or W twice to flip the item over. Ah. Oh, okay. So I put it in like this. Giggity, that's what she said. Okay. So I can do that there. So I can do like my barometer and other stuff inside of there, huh? Kind of like that. Yeah, I'll close it. Put all the science you can inside, so the goo and thermometer and the pressure gauge. Okay. Well, let's put the goo in there then. This is cool. Maybe we can put this on the bottom. That's right at the edge. I don't like that. Come on. Come on. Right there. Okay. Oh, that's cool. I didn't know that was a thing. When angle snap is on, stuff likes to attach upside down. Okay. All right, so that should work, right? And then I just close doors. And now we have our science protected. Okay. That gives us more space for 4 solar panels. So I could put my 4 panels here. And do like this. Have solar panels there. Oh, that's 3. Whoops. There we go. Like that. Why do you try to place things in the hardest places? What? Isn't that how you're supposed to do it? Or you said you like to have this on a vertical part of the thing. So are you saying like this? Should I put this here instead, like on the outside of the science thing? Ideally, they're on the fuel tank. Some parts can block the hatch and prevent EVA. Not sure if solar panels do. Ah, okay. So you're saying ideally it'd be on the fuel tank here then. I don't want to mess up the Science Junior either because that can open up. So if I just do it there, that should be fine, right? Wow, this rocket looks crazy. And I'm supposed to try to detach this thing at 320 to 330 meters high. Okay, this one's interesting. So I'm gonna do. Let's save this as to the moon orbit. Doors on the Science Junior are purely cosmetic. The doors on Science Bay are physical. Yay, consistency. Okay. All right, we're gonna give this a try. I think I remembered everything. I got science, aerodynamic stuff. It's a very tall, skinny rocket. But it's not the shape or the size that counts. Do I need to put stages correctly? Change my stages. So we have those. I think I want to put this rocket. Do I want to do like before? Let me see. What's burn time? Burn 42 seconds. Burn 76. So this is going to actually last longer than my boosters. So this is set up right. So these will run out. I'll disconnect. Then we'll be running on this guy. And then we'll disconnect. So I think that's right. You think I should combine them? Oh, they won't burn at the same time. That's right. You don't think I need to combine them? Well, I could combine them to burn at the same time. Then these will still burn out first and I can decouple them and this will still be burning. I think I might go with this. TWR is 230 with it that way. I don't know what it was before. Let me add and see what happens if I put this one here. What's the thrust on here? Or the TWR? Yeah, our TWR is a little low there, I think. Again, I'm not an expert, but I'm gonna combine them. It was 1.9, I think. So it wasn't terrible. Burn it once and dial back liquid fuel. Okay, that seems good. So dial back liquid fuel. So that's dial back this one. So dial it back to be what? To the TWR is 2 or so? Is that what you're saying? How far down would I want to dial it? No, with shift. Oh, you mean just don't put it at full thrust is what you're saying. So you're saying do what I have, but don't full throttle it is what you're saying. I think is what you're saying. Okay, I think I see what you're saying. How do I make sure that I have 2 Kerbals on here though? Crew. I want to add my scientist. There we go. Okay, all right. Let's save this and let's give this a try. So what it sounds like you're saying is instead of starting at full throttle, I start at what, like 2/3 throttle? Something here? Did my Kerbals write their last will and testament? I have not lost a Kerbal yet. Wow, this thing looks very futuristic with that little ring. Okay, let's turn on T. Burn it full at first to avoid gravity loss, then dial back when you get air resistance. When do you know you get air resistance? Is that when it starts to turn red? Is that when you start getting fire happening? Okay. You will see the white lines. Okay, so you want me to dial it back when we see the white lines. So I need to control down when we hit white lines. Around 300 MMS, so that's this. Okay. All right. Quick save. Let's go. Full throttle. And do it. So when I see white lines, I'm going to hit control some. Oh, this does not look stable. Oh, we're bouncing around, boys. Okay, there's some white lines. I throttled down some. I don't know how much. Okay. Okay, we're bouncing around. I'm trying to correct for it. Okay, we're about out of our fuel here. Stage away. Okay. Okay, we've stabilized. Okay, I think we can stop the burn now. Is that right? What is it? X? We want to get, or do I keep burning? Keep going, okay. When do I want to stop the burn? AP to 80 kilometers. Oh, okay. That stopping my burn might have just screwed me a little bit there then. Okay, my bad, my bad. AP to 80 kilometers, gotcha. I'm falling. Okay. Well, I didn't want to use this rocket to get here, but I stopping my burn screwed me up. I think. If you set prograde to launch, it will help going into orbit slightly. Okay, my bad. Oh god, we're using a lot of fuel just to get up here. So I need this to be 80 kilometers. Okay, I think I can stop burning soon and then go towards our apoapsis. Apoapsis. God, that word is hard to say. Okay, I think we're good here. Now we get to our apoapsis and burn, right? Okay. Okay. Okay, all right. Maybe I should have probably set this at my prograde before. Okay. That was not the smoothest liftoff. God, that thing was wobbling. Okay, so I want to... The thing is, I don't want to get rid of this thing until we're at 320,000 kilometers. Yeah, I see. It's 1 minute. 1 minute to apoapsis. So I want to make sure... I don't know if I'm going to be able to. I might need to revert this launch because of stopping that burn early, I think screwed me up. Okay. All right. So I'm trying to not separate this until we get into the right placement here, and I feel like we might not have enough fuel for that. I'm not sure though. Yeah, it's the only question if I have enough fuel to get to that test height. That's exactly what it is. I need to not hit spacebar either is the other thing. So do I want to keep my nose? I want to keep my nose in the blue, right? If it shifts over to the brown, I want it to not do that, I think. Okay, we're gonna start our burn soon here. 2, 1, burn. And I don't know, man. Yeah, we're not gonna have enough fuel. I don't think. Oh, okay. Okay, we just ran out of fuel, but we got into a stable orbit. But it's not going to be high enough. I can get out and push. There you go. Well, for my quest, I have to test this decoupler at 320,000 meters at the least, and I don't think I got high enough. Apoapsis is my furthest point, and it's 146,000, so... Is there any way I can do that, or should I reset the launch and try it again without losing that burn? Because I don't think I make it there, right? Okay, take a Kerbal out and push. Really? With the jetpack. Oh, you're being serious. Direction of travel is not the same direction as you're pointing. Your direction of travel is that yellow circle, and the direction you're facing is where the crosshair is. Do you think that will actually work with the jetpack? Will that give me enough to get high? I mean, I could try that. Okay, how do I do this? How do I use my jetpack? How do I use a jetpack? I've never done this. I actually kind of want to try this because I've never used a jetpack. R. Dial back to 0 after air drag, then back to 100% after boosters end. Then not R. R is not doing anything. I don't know how to use my jetpack. You let go of the ship. Oh, that's scary. Okay. Oh, crap. Okay. How do I get back? How do I get back? Oh my god. I don't know how to go. I don't know how to control this. I'm getting... How do you control this? Okay, space to go up, I guess? Oh my god. Shift. Thank you. Thank you. What's down? Control? Okay. Control. Okay. Oh my god. How do I know how much fuel I have? Oh, Jesus Christ, these controls. Fuel menu. God, these controls are insane. I don't understand it. Oh, 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 oh. Did I kill him? I can't. Oh my god. Okay, okay. Oh, Jesus. Oh, I'm pressing shift. I'm pressing the wrong button. Oh, is this... I got knocked out. Okay. 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 I've never done this. This is the first time I've done this, so that's why I'm having such a hard time with this. Had no idea what the controls were. Shift. I want space to be up, man. I swear space is just not do what I want it to do. Shift. No, control. Damn it. Oh my god. All about controlling relative speed. Yeah. Control. Control. I want to grab on. F. Nope. I was almost there. Grab. Nope. F. Control. Shift. Can you grab, please? Oh my god. These controls, man. Come on. Come on. Come on. F. Okay, all right. Jesus. I don't think I'm going to be able to get into an orbit with that. Or get to the, I don't know how to get out and push. Oh my god. I'll be doing this more later on. I feel like I kind of want to redo the launch, because if I hadn't turned off my rockets earlier, I think I might have had a better chance of completing this quest. So real quick, I'm going to do a save up here in case I just want to load this. And that's why we use theaters on real EVA walks. Okay. Let me revert this flight, and I want to try the launch one more time. Revert to launch. Okay. And hopefully I have both my dudes here. Okay, good. They're both still there. So I need to not turn off my thruster, my first stage of rockets as early. But you did say that once I hit turbulence, I should throttle down a bit. As in ropes tied to the space shuttle? Yeah, I don't know why there's no ropes. All right, here we go. Let's see if we can do a better launch here. God, we're not even turning in the right direction here. Why are we spinning? I did not hit the spin button. Jesus. SRS. Revert flight. Thank you. I keep forgetting the SRS, man. I keep forgetting that. Keep forgetting frickin' SRS. Okay. Do a barrel roll. That was a not on purpose barrel roll. Okay, here we go. There we go. That's the more stable flight I was looking for. Although we're still rocking here. Cut your center engine. It's not helping. Well, I'd have to change the stages for that. I don't know how to cut just that one engine. Would I have to, like, click over here, I guess? Oh my god. Alright, so I want to get to 80 here. Coming apart at the seams, Captain. Good day, gents. Now here from FTL content, but here for other potential things as well. Nice. Or new here. Well, welcome, Revered King. Welcome to the stream. We're playing some Kerbal Space Program today. I think I need to get a little more angled out here. Throttle down to 0. The SRBs do not use throttle. They just go from the moment you start them. Oh, I gotcha. I gotcha. All right, I feel like we're doing better here. We're gonna use much less fuel to get where I'm trying to get where I'm trying to go. So I'm trying to get to 80 kilometers on my apoapsis. Is that right? Was it 70 or 80? I think it was 80. Okay, and okay, cut that. Now we just get to our apoapsis. And then we burn. Have I painted a target on the moon? Oh, was it 80? 80? Was 70 okay? Okay. So you think I should, if I do this again, so I should just throttle down to 0 and just turn on our big rockets and then throttle up after I use those big rockets, I think? 80 gives you a little wiggle room. Anything up to 120 kilometers is reasonable. Okay. Okay. Because what I want to do is get to, I don't know if, I might have to try this again. I apologize for doing the same launches over and over again, but I really want to get this quest done so I don't have to use this weird shaped thing anymore. You'll get to 80 naturally, go to 70 and FO from there. What is that? Start at 100, then cut and drag at 100 after boosters run out. Well, see, this is like, I got 3 different people telling me 3 different things, so I don't feel like there's like a consensus on what exactly is the best. Okay, all right. Here we go. Full throttle here. I want to stay above the blue line, right? Can I turn this off? I want to stay up like this, right? Pretty sure I want to stay above the thing here. I think is what you guys were telling me earlier. Well, that's not working. My apoapsis is going down. Okay, I somehow screwed this up. Okay, keeping above the blue line just screwed me up there, and that's one of the things you guys said earlier, and I don't understand why that just screwed me up so much. Go at 150 kilometers, burn anti-normal at full... Jesus Christ. I don't even know what that fucking means, man. If you're past AP, you want to be pitched into the blue line. Okay. Well, this is not going to work again. Well, actually, hold on a sec. My no. Well, my periapsis won't do me any good if I don't get in orbit. Okay. I need to redo this launch again. Okay, let me try this again and not throttle up and just use the boosters to get up.